Hey everyone, welcome to the Blissful Living Podcast. This is Rochel Marie Lawson, the Queen of Feeling Fabulous, and I have a wonderful guest today. We're going to be talking about some literacy when it comes to uh, wealth, and I'll let the guests will get more into that description of wealth. But we got a great guest, and I like to cover the pillars of wellness, wisdom, and wealth. So I got my glasses on today because my eyes are just like not focusing right now. Before we get started, though, this is a great place and time for you to find a place to sit, get something to write with, get your favorite beverage. You know how we like to do it on the Blissful Living podcast, so that you don't miss any nuggets of gold that you might want to capture by writing notes down or the nuggets of gold down. Of course, you can always re-listen to the show, download it. I suggest you download it. And again, share the show with everyone you love and care about. But not only that, subscribe to the show so that you can get advanced notification of when the show is going to air and who the guest may be and what the topic of discussion is going to be about. So while you're doing that and get yourself situated, also remember to tell the family you're going to take a few minutes of time for yourself, so that you can step into embracing this information and be better for them when you're done with this little break for yourself. So while you're doing that, I'm going to take care of some business and thank our sponsors of the show. The first sponsor is Blissful Living for You at blissfulllivingforyou.com. That is Blissful Living, the number 4, the letter U.com. Now, right now, they're highlighting some wonderful things. Their program Wellness to Wealth has kicked off. In addition, you want to check out the events that are happening this year in 2023, or this year, so to speak, with regards to amplifying, elevating, creating, building, sustaining, growing your business empire. So some exciting stuff going on there. But again, go get the freebies and explore the site and learn a little bit more about what Blissful Living for You has to offer with regards to wellness, wisdom, and your wealth. The next sponsor I want to thank is All Day Cable Incorporated. All Day Cable Inc. is a telecommunications installation company located in the heart of Silicon Valley. They've been in business since 1989, and it's a woman-owned, minority-owned company. They are the premier telecommunication installation company in the western region of the United States, and they specialize in voice, data, fiber optic cable installation, complete network distribution, your wireless access points, your audio, your video, your speakers, whatever it is that you need to effectively and efficiently communicate with your customers, whether they're across the street or across the globe. Then you definitely want All Day Cable to be that part of your team that creates the network distribution that makes the connections the first time. So if you have that need, they service small, medium, and large corporations. You can check them out at alldaykable.com. Okay, so now that we've taken care of a little bit of business, we've got things situated, you've had a little bit of time to, find a place to sit, gather something to write with, get your favorite beverage, tell the family to give you a few moments of refreshment time. I am ready to share with you our guest. And today we're talking about financial literacy for brave, bold, and unstoppable women. So the guest today is, her name is Armilyn Quijano, and she's affectionately known as Amy. But I just like to give people credence when it's the name that their mom gave them when they were birthed, and so it's important to say the person's name that their mommy gave them, because that's really that true essence. So Armilyn is her full name, but she does affectionately go by Amy. And let me tell you a little bit about her. Now, her uncle, who is a Miss Universe fan, suggested that her name was an inspiration from Miss Universe Army Quijano. Unfortunately, for Armilyn, she didn't get the height, and she doesn't believe she got the beauty, but she still is a beautiful island girl. She was born in Manila in the Philippines, and has had a very beautiful and diverse career. She was a trichologist, the study of hair and scalp. Um, and she was a part of Marie France Bodyline International's hair and scalp division called Sweat 7 International for 10 years and had been awarded with a presidential citation. Now, joining her husband in the U.S. in 2005, she was forced to leave that great career, even though it was not an easy choice for her. And she was giving up something by coming to the U.S. that was not comfortable for her either. She prioritized what was best for her kids, who were then 9 and 2, and took on the fact that America is a land of opportunity. And she didn't immediately seek employment, but eventually she did go back to school. That led her to a career with Quest Diagnostics, and then she ventured back into school, like many of us do, and got some advanced degrees in education. Now she's currently the with a company that is a focus on elevating our greatest asset, so to speak. And I'll let her tell you a little bit more about that. She is a John Maxwell life and leadership coach and a member of the Milpitas Executive Lions Club, as well as the Filipino American chapter of commerce in the Silicon Valley and the Philippines Professional and Business Society. Wow, I'm tongue twisted today, but that just means that I have a lot of energy behind my fabulous guest, Armilyn. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you, Rochel. Can you hear me well?
Yes, you are
Great,
loud
great.
and clear. It's great to have you. And I want you to share, I just want to jump in and have you share what you're doing right now. Because we met you were with a different company when we initially met. So I want you to share what it is that you do, the company you're with, and then we'll take it from there.
Okay, so foremost, of course, I would want to thank you, Rochelle, for this great opportunity. It's really a blessing that I was able to meet you some like 2 years ago, right? So it's really, sometimes God puts people in front of you to become life's blessings. And so I'm really very, very thankful of that. I'm very thankful of this opportunity that actually given by you to me to be part of your wonderful, wonderful, and amazing podcast.
Oh, thank you.
So, yeah, I've been listening to a lot of blissful living podcasts that you have. It's very inspiring, very educational, very informative. And I was reading the other one just last night on different types of dosha, right? Yes, and it's like, oh, okay. So I have to go back to that again. But anyway, just so like what you asked, where I'm at right now, what am I doing? So I'm actually one of the financial fitness director of the company FinFit Life, as you can see on my background, and I'm part of the Team Elite. Right, it's empowered leaders influence today entrepreneur. That's the team is all about. We focus on financial services, but with a twist. So we don't only put financial services at the forefront, but we also put health and wellness combined with it. So the reason so because is what are the problems that we encounter? It will always be inevitably money and health, right? And those two things has to go together. If we don't have money and we are not healthy, it's sad, right? If we have the money, but we are not healthy, we end up spending that money to be able to get healthy. If we are healthy and we don't have the money, we can't enjoy life either. And people now are living longer. So our focus is to be able to empower people, inspire people on how they can live their life comfortably, healthier, happier, and longer.
I love it. I love it. And I love that, what you guys do covers two of the main pillars that I work with, which is wellness and wealth, and how the company has synergized the information with regards to, you can't have you can't have really the greatest wealth, which is your well-being, if if you don't have it. You can't buy it if you have money. So a lot of times people will spend their money trying to get healthy and well when actually there's no hope. It's they're too far gone, so to speak. And but with well-being, you can gain wealth because you'll have the strength and energy to hunker down and stay focused and take those action steps towards gaining your wealth. Even though you may not be wealthy right now, you definitely can have wealth flow into your life, right? So
Absolutely.
beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So now, with regards to um your company, what is it called, Amy? Because we can
It's
only see half
FinFit
of
Life.
it.
It's
FinFit.
FinFit. It's finance, fitness, and lifestyle. So our company says it all, right?
Okay, FinFit. Okay, because yeah, we can't see it. So you guys watching and listening, FinFit. So tell us about FinFit and what is the goal of FinFit with the people that they work with?
Cool. That's great. So FinFit was established because, as what I've mentioned, it is because of those inevitable problems that we're gonna face, right? So primarily, we do education. We would want to set a pillar on being able to provide financial education to community, families, individuals, right, corporations, and be able to help them navigate on what are their choices in life, and at the same time be able to reward them as they do a healthy living. So if they do healthy choices, it's being rewarded to them, and so it goes hand in hand. As they save, they protect their family, they create something for their retirement, they're also incentivized to be able to live a healthier and longer lifestyle.
Oh
So
wow.
that's what FinFit does. Apart from the fact that, of course, we are actually in the forefront of a great evolution on the financial industry, in which we actually cater on targeting behavioral changes in people. Because I cannot, if you are somebody who's suffering with diabetes, Rochelle, definitely I cannot just tell you to avoid sugars, avoid sweets. Those are the things that we would want to, we love to eat, right? We enjoy it. But we cannot just say, okay, avoid it. So we have to be able to target and be able to influence behavioral changes. So, having said that, if we have to go through that and be able to incentivize people on the behavioral change that they have to do, being able to live their life healthier, if we can incentivize them while they are saving for their future, while they are protecting their family, what they own, what they owe, and their loved ones, and being able to create something for their future, for their retirement, if we put that together, by catering on these behavioral changes, that would be the best part of the transformation that a person can have.
I like that because, with the behavioral changes, it becomes somewhat ingrained in your essence or in your DNA, and those changes in the behavioral are deep, so they will stick. It's most of the time that people want to do something, but they don't have the right mindset with regards to changing their behavior or changing how they view something so that it actually sticks and they can be successful. I think that's why we have so many people that do the New Year's resolution stuff when it comes to, I'm going to lose 10 pounds or what I'm going to work out. And you see the
And then
gym.
after 2 weeks, they're gone.
Exactly, because they haven't made the behavioral change in their
Right.
mind for it to actually stick for them
And
to
if we
get results.
incentivize Rochelle that behavioral change, more likely the people will gonna be consistent on that because they are rewarded. They receive something, right?
Right.
Other
Right.
than, of course, they're changing their behavior, they're getting better, but they
Yeah.
have financial rewards. They have cash rewards,
So
incentives.
so let's wait. So with regards to that, so you guys are listening to us have this dialogue or watching us have this dialogue, and she mentions something key. It's like with children, if you want children to do something and you want it to start sticking, you reward them. For instance, when my kids was little, Then I'd be like, go in the room and they'd be like, okay, pick up these toys, get all your toys in your toy box when they're really,
Mhm.
really little. And then
Mhm.
I would reward them. They get a cookie or a piece of candy or something like that, right? As
Exactly.
they got older, the rewards had to be a little bit different. When I come home from working all day, I want my house clean. You guys get home way before I do, clean the house. And then
Mhm.
when they ask for those Nike Air Jordans or, another dance costume
Budgets.
or the AAU basketball fees, they got rewarded because I did that because they took care of business. So over the course of time, those rewards, like Pavlov with the dogs, became ingrained in them. And so now that they're all adults and living on their own, those same things that I was rewarding and incentivizing them with, they now do it automatically and naturally, and they don't need the
Right, right.
incentive, right? So
Mhm.
I like how you guys are doing that with your program. Rewarding people for taking good behavior and incentivizing them for taking good action steps towards maintaining their health and well-being. And everybody likes a little money, and money
Right.
is always a nice incentive. So I want you to share with the listeners now and the viewers with regards to the incentive of changing that behavior so that the action or the goal with regards to the health and well-being sticks. How does the incentive or the reward come about?
That's the exciting part. So if you're an Apple user, you can get an Apple iWatch for only $25, right? And you can have a new one every 2 years, right? And then if you are an Android baby like me, I have this Fitbit, right, for free. And the other thing is you can get up to 50% of Expedia discounts in hundreds of locations worldwide. Yeah, hotel accommodations, right? So you can get that. You can get an Amazon Prime membership. We give healthy savings discount. So every time, because the concept is to be able to live healthier and longer. So we wanted to change people's habits, right? Behaviors that becomes eventually become a habit. So if we incentivize them every month of a discount, that every time that they buy produce, fruits, vegetables, to make them, to keep up living healthy, then they are incentivized with those discounts. It's always like about $50 a month. So in a year, that's about $600. So
Wow.
you don't go to the bank and save money in there and they gave you something. They gave you a pen, right? But they don't give you $50, right? In a span of 1 year,
Right.
that's 100. We also cater on what we call, because a lot of people, they don't have access to, when they are depressed, when they are stressed, when they're going through some mental, emotional uh, challenges. So we also have what we call headspace to help them on the meditation side. We also have a lot of different educational pieces inside the app that people can actually go to and be able to do that. The best part of it is, we are encouraging everyone, of course, our clients, to be able to do physical exercise, because physical inactivity is a big part of why we have a lot of different health issues. So we would want to encourage them to get into that. And while they're doing that, they get some incentives like an Amazon gift card, a Starbucks gift card, 20% discount on some retailers, CVS, and
So,
stuff like that. So it's a
so
lot of things going
I
on.
mean, there's a lot of good things you mentioned in there. So share with us the actual process. So say I set up something and oh, hold on, I'm setting up something and now how do I get my incentives? And does the incentive start? Are there different levels? And how do I get to move to the next level? So share with us, because I know people are like, okay, what's this? If I take care of myself, if I put my health and well-being first, if I work on my mindset, I get incentivized. That actually helps put more wealth in my pocket, whether I'm saving money or money or doing discounts or
Right,
whatever. So
right.
share with us that.
Yeah, so that's definitely, so once we create a plan for you, so of course, definitely the first and the very important part of it is to be able to sit down, to be able to give all of the important information, valuable information for our clients when we sit down. Let's say we're gonna sit down, assess where you at, on your financial situation and be able to know your goals, your needs, and your wants on where you would want to be, like 5 years, 6 years, what's the time frame, and be able to help you on that. So if we had already set up the plan, then now it starts to the moment that everything is set up, everything is in place, you'll then be given a choice to be able to access the website and choose whatever watch you have, you would want to have, like an Apple iWatch or Fitbit or a Halo, right? And then from then on, you will gonna guide you through on how you can take on all of the important information into the app. If you would want to sleep 8 hours, you can get incentivized sleeping 8 hours. Get into, of course, physical activity. So every 10,000 steps, every 5,000 steps, every 7,500 steps, it gives you particular points, right? And so you can get into from our bronze status to our gold status. So if you are in a platinum, sorry, platinum is the highest, platinum status, then you get all of the rewards, all of the maximum incentives and rewards that you can get. And it's easy to be able to do that for people who are walking, right? Doing, it doesn't have to be like, that the physical gym type of thing that you have to lift weights and stuff like that. Simple walking, Rochelle, simple walking, simple walking the dog, walking with our loved ones, biking out there. It's those simple things. Even sleeping 8 hours, you can get points. Going into the doctor, checking your BMI, going into the dentist, it all gets you into the point. So it's easy for
Okay.
our clients to get into platinum status to be able to get all of those
So
incentives.
basically, what you do is, first of all, you have a consultation with the person, and then you go over their financial status, their goals, where they feel they're lacking, that kind of stuff. And then based on that criteria, you design a plan that incentivizes the aspects of improving their health and well being, that falls in line with their financial or their plans for their wealth, so to speak. And then as they start on the plan, that improves their health and well-being, they accumulate points based on the activities they completed. And then these points can be utilized to get an Apple Watch or a
Yeah.
Fitbit or,
The
some,
moment, Rochelle, that they have the plan, they already get the watches.
oh,
Whatever they prefer. Yeah, the moment that
okay.
you set up the plan, that we already give them the to have the Apple iWatch. So we're gonna order it, and it will gonna be delivered, and then it will gonna be synced into the our cell phone, the app. However, you would want to use, like what I've said. Um, we recommend that we use it every day, of course, to get all of the points needed and be able to um, keep up with the the levels of points that you would want to achieve. Because the very important part of all of this is the premium gets a lot lower, right? So there's more money getting into the cash value, and there's more wealth building as compared to other plans out there.
Okay, so what happens is the more you complete the task or the goals, that you get the points and you move up from, I'm going to say, silver to platinum. You start moving up
Right,
the levels,
right.
and as you
Mm-hmm.
move up the levels, then the premium um becomes lower.
Lower. Mm-hmm. And then you get
Gotcha.
all of the
So,
incentives at the higher percentages.
okay, so now with regards to the wealth aspect and the whole wealth component, um, after you've had the consultation with the person and discovered the game plan for the wealth, how do you guys work with them on that side to grow that?
Yeah, so it depends on what is the, once we sit down with them, we'll be able to see where is the gap that we have to plug in the leaks, right? And we have to bridge that gap. And where, because a lot of people, especially right now, we're talking about protection, we're talking about retirement, we're talking about market fluctuations, right? So we would want to know what they have right now, what they plan to achieve, the length of time they would want to achieve that. Is it short term or long term? And we can create a plan for them. So we go through that.
Okay, so okay, so great. So you look at the whole term of the financial plan, and then create a plan to get them to assist with obtaining the results that they desire when it comes to their pillar of wealth.
Mhm.
What is it that you see mostly, and I'm going to just direct this to for women. What is it that you see mostly when you work with women that seems to be the common thing or the common aspect of their wealth that either they're lacking or they want to grow?
Yeah, that's a good question because a lot of us, because we're so busy with the different roles that we are actually playing, right? We're a mother, a sister, a daughter. We have all of this. Most of us usually rely on what is out there, what is frequently heard, what is advised on, common women. That's one thing. So most of us women, we actually lack on the proper information. That's why I would want every woman to be very open, to just become an open-minded. Just become an open-minded, be able to receive all of the information, be able to get all of the information that they need so they can have a lot of different options. Because a lot of people or a lot of women don't understand how it works on the financial side. A lot of women, usually sometimes I have encountered women who are relying to their husband on this aspect. They don't fully understand the aspect on the financial side, right? I commend all those women who are maybe like us, Rochelle, who are particular on how are we growing our money, where are we putting our money, understanding what we need to do. So it's very important for us to be able to have an open mind, to be able to sit down and be able to listen, know our options, because that is something that is missing. And most women who have actually set up a plan, they don't fully understand what plan do they have. I have encountered a lot of those, right?
So what
It's
you see
very
with women with the women is lack of information,
mm-hmm,
reliance upon others, particularly a spouse, significant other, husband, so to speak, to
mm-hmm,
handle
mm-hmm.
the financial stuff, not even really knowing their state of where they are actually to where they want to get to. Um, and no guidance or
Mm-hmm.
people within their circle of influence that can help guide them with making the decisions to set
Making decisions. Mm-hmm.
for uh, financial wealth as well
Mm-hmm.
as creating generational wealth for their families. Well, we're just about at the time of our chat, and it gets really good because I have so much more questions I want to ask you. But taking this last question and asking you this, as a brave, bold, and unstoppable woman, or if there's the brave, bold, and unstoppable women out in the world that are watching us and listening to this, what would you say to them is the number one thing that you would like for a brave, bold, or all of the brave, bold, and unstoppable women out there watching and listening to us to do once we've concluded our show with regards to their well-being and their wealth?
Yeah, Rochelle, it's really nice, and I love how you put the summit. I really love the summit, the idea of the summit, the bold, brave, and unstoppable, because that should be us, right? So for a lot of women out there, I would want them to be able to stand on their own, be able to know their worth, be able to know what kind of life they would want to achieve. Um, I would want them to embrace change with courage and benevolence,
Mm,
because it's really is important to have that courage, because majority of us, uh we are it's been ingrained. I don't know if it's only my culture, but it's been ingrained on us to be able to put family first, children first, and a lot of us have not thought of putting ourselves first.
first, yes.
It has to be ourselves first. And majority of us, we find happiness outside places, money, power, position, right? That's what we think is the happiest, uh, moment that we can have is because our husband's doing this for us, our company is giving this for us, we have achieved a certain position in life. But know that the happiness is within you. It
Mhm.
does not rely on somebody else. It's just within. And to be able to know and to be able to find your true self and find, I'm in this great spiritual journey, Rochelle, for about 5 years now. And that makes me bold, beautiful, unstoppable, and brave, right? I have
Yes.
challenges a lot of different beliefs, and that's one thing also that I would want every woman to be able to do, is challenge the belief that society, our parents, our teachers, the environment have instilled on us, that had influence on us. We've got to challenge every belief. Is this really the belief that matches with my core values? So I want every woman to actually be able to challenge that, and in the future be able to live in peace, love, and joy. So I would want to become also as part of um, becoming brave and unstoppable and bold woman. I would want to be an inspiration, a guide, maybe an angel. So we can talk about it. We can open about it. Somebody is just looking for somebody to chat with. I'm open to that. Be able to share my journey on how I have navigated in life on this. Um, from being just somebody who's a plain a wife who's living in a box, doing everything for the family, and now loving myself, loving the things that I do, even though a lot of people is not supportive of me at the very beginning. But I come to be able to do that, being able to have that courage, but being able to put on kindness and put choosing love on top of it all. So I would
I
want
love
everyone
it.
to be able to stand and
I
find
love
their
it.
within.
I love it. You gave wonderful, wonderful inspiration for women being brave, bold, and unstoppable. And you are an example of that. And to everyone watching, financial literacy is not only for brave, bold, and unstoppable women, but it's also for brave,
Yes.
bold, and unstoppable men as well. Because if
Mhm.
you are a man that has a brave, bold, and unstoppable woman in your life, then you should support her and help her to stand in that place where she feels okay to love herself first so that she could love all the rest of you with everything she's got to give. So I love that. I love that. I want to thank you, Amy. Now, real quickly, how does someone get in contact with you if they're interested in learning more?
Yeah, I can you can reach out to me anytime, and through my email. It's amy@alpha-lifesolutions.com. But of course, you can always text me, call me at 408 six
No,
six
Amy,
zero.
don't give your phone number because
No, you don't want
this
me
will be
to.
saved
Okay,
by many, 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 many people.
many
And you don't
many.
want to get a bunch of, a bunch of
I
callers.
have I have a robo killer, so it's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
But yeah,
okay. So
they
we
can.
will have in the show notes your email address. And if any of you are interested in learning more about, what Amy is sharing with regards to financial literacy for women and very smart men, that includes the pillars of wellness and wealth, then I definitely suggest you connect with her. Again, that information will be in the show notes. And of course, if you've downloaded the show, you can rewind it and just get it and go to it right now. Um, and please, again, share this show with everybody you love and care about because this is really important, particularly if you have women and young women in your life. Please share this because women need to know, and young ladies growing up need to know that it's okay to be in charge of your own financial destiny, your own wealth, health, and well being that leads to that great wealth that you desire. It's okay to do that and take good care of yourself
Absolutely.
first so you can create it for those that you love and care about. And I want to thank our sponsors, Blissful Living for You at Blissful Living, the number 4, the letter U.com. Go check them out. Great information and great stuff for you to really help you in the pillars of wellness, wisdom, and wealth. All Day Cable Incorporated, which is the premier woman owned minority owned telecommunications installation company located in the heart of technology, Silicon Valley. If you have a need for small, medium, or large corporations with network distribution, voice data, fiber optic cablings, etc., you can check out All Day Cable Inc. at alldaykcableinc.com. Thank you, Amy, from the bottom of my heart for being here and
Thank
sharing
you so much,
information.
Rochelle. Really a
Yes,
pleasure. It's an honor. It's a privilege to be able to join you today's podcast. And I hope to see you again very soon. And you always take care, my dear friend.
for sure. And by the way, I want to just share with you, Amy, all of you, Amy was a vendor at the Brave, Bold, and Unstoppable Women Summit that we had in San Francisco. And she left these books and these gifts because she had to cut out early for unexpected reasons. But I just want to share with you, Amy, that the book you left and that the ladies that were able to get the book and the gift absolutely loved it and was so thrilled to have it. I heard back from them like, girl, did you get a copy of that book? I'm like, yeah, I did get a copy. So absolutely loved it. They were thrilled to death to get that book because again, ladies, the one key point that I want to make before I close out today is as a brave, bold, and unstoppable woman, it is your responsibility to make sure that you take care of yourself first when it comes to your well being, your wisdom, and your wealth. Please do not rely on significant others, your spouses, or your mom, or dad, or cousins, or aunties, or anybody else other than yourself. Because when you rely upon yourself, you have the strength and the courage and know what you need to do to move forward with action. And you won't be disappointed because you put it all in by yourself. When you rely on others, the results are unpredictable and sometimes very disappointing and can leave you in troubling spots. So always take care of yourself first. Mind your money, mind your wealth, mind your mindset, and definitely mind that business of you as a brave, bold, and unstoppable woman. And all right, everybody, I'm going to close out. This is the Queen of Feeling Fabulous, Rochel Marie Lawson. And as always, my listeners and friends, I'm wishing you peace to your mind, wellness to your body, tranquility to your spirit. May you magnetize an abundance of wellness, wisdom, and wealth into your life. Goodbye for now.